Now let's look into some of the bad reviews on Hilda Baci cookathon, the biggest jollof rice ever cooked. You understand? I don't know the name yet. Let the Guinness World Record bring the name, the title, then we can pronounce it very, very well. So now for the bad review. It's not as if it's a bad review. We cannot give a bad review and not applaud the the effort of Hilda Baci. Hilda Baci tried, and by his grace, she's going to definitely get that Guinness World Record. So now let's make this clear: the people, the country, whoever attempted to carry out that, the first country who ever attempted to carry out that this exercise, let's acknowledge them first. Guess the country: Ghana. Ghana attempted it. Sorry, the network is bad. Ghana attempted it, and this was when Ghana attempted it, and they attempted it in 2019. See, this was when they attempted it. It wasn't that bad. It was great, but that pot, Ida Bassi's pot is like 3 or 4 times, or even 10 times bigger than this. So Ida Bassi, with the help of other Nigerians, want to break Ghana record. They made the pot 10 times bigger in a way that Ghana can never, ever, ever, ever attempt to break what Nigerians have taken from them. So in 2019, Ghana did it. So Ghana are the one holding that record. But now Nigerians have taken it with the help of Ida Bassi. With the help of Hilda Baci in 2025. Look at this pot now. See this pot. This pot is 10 times or even 20 times bigger than this small pot now. Look at it now. 20 times. Look at it. No joke. But some of the bad review, like this guy who tasted Hilda Baci's rice that day of that particular event. The guy is complaining that they didn't give them meat. There was no meat. And of course, there was no spoon. So you can see the guy using his plate cover to eat. And again, the guy said the rice tasted horrible. There was no taste at all. It just be like say rice, maybe they just put tomatoes, put oil. But that was what we were expecting now. Or maybe the guy never brush. If you never brush mouth that day, no matter what you put for mouth, no go sweet. Or maybe the guy get fever. Because according to other people who tasted that rice, they gave a very nice review. They gave a really, really nice review about that rice. And this is how it looks like. This is how the rice looked like. But you should be rest assured. This particular food here is not for just ordinary people who came. This particular food is one of the dignitaries, the real people who were invited to the place. Now they will give like this kind of meat because many people no see meat. In fact, the crowd no see meat. And again, Hilda Baci took part of the sauce. So you see her here? She took part of the sauce they were using and she asked the audience, the crowd, to taste it if the sauce was nice enough. And they confirmed the sauce was good. Maybe the sauce wasn't that many to accommodate, to marinate the entire bag of rice used. She went around to give the sauce out, but the sauce wasn't that good. It was good, sorry, the sauce was good, but maybe the sauce wasn't enough to blend with the bag of rice that was available for cooking. Because everybody, most people, some people, not most, some people tested the sauce and they confirmed the sauce was great. So, but however, the sauce wasn't great enough and the sauce no blend with the rice and the rice no get taste. They say that tasteless rice. But then again, you know, don't forget, say jollof rice no be a bad taste to according to those international people. And jollof rice, some people they like spices inside, some people know they like spices. Jollof rice, some people jollof rice is sweet, as well jollof rice know they sweet. But I don't forget. So jollof rice to anybody is just rice make it get this color. You see, huh? This is jollof rice to anybody. Rice with this kind of color is jollof rice. Without even tasting it, I can say this is jollof rice. So I must not taste this to tell me if this is jollof rice or not. So then again, she has actually done it. She has cooked jollof rice, Hilda Baci with so many other. I think this will be a record for the entire Nigeria, not just Hilda Baci alone. Hilda Baci will be the head of the record, but the entire Nigeria own this particular record, including me, including you, who is currently watching. So the crowd was massive, and they turned the crowd into a concert, and they enjoyed themselves. But at one point, they weren't able to control the crowd because of how big it was. And even around 4:30 this morning, people were still being served rice. Around 4:30 this morning, people were still being served either jollof rice. As at this morning, Nigeria they support. So now no go out. Now say this is the Baci rice. I must test them. I must test them. See, around 4:30 as at this morning, people were still being served rice. So one of the things is that there were no staff enough. And people, you trust Nigeria now. Nigeria were collecting more than 3 packs to carry home to their family. So if it was collect 1 pack and go home, they would have done sharing this rice before 4:30. But because Nigerians want to collect for my family, collect for my extended family in the village, collect for the one they will go abroad and send it to them, they were still sharing rights as at 4:30 this morning. Although there are some setback, the pot of Hilda Baci fell. Yeah, the pot was so massive, it couldn't take the weight anymore and it fell. That's it. The pot was so massive and couldn't take the weight anymore. He had to break. So this again delayed. After they have cooked though, this again delayed the process of sharing. They have to find a way to reset it, and I think they have to blame, the organizer. Thank God, it's not in the process of cooking. This pair fell. Thank God it wasn't in the process of cooking that pot fell. Look at it, the massive pot, a real massive one, guys. Look at it now. So the only bad review is that the pot wasn't that strong enough. It had to fall, and the rice wasn't tasty enough. Some people complained that there wasn't no taste, and some people also complained that they don't give them meat; they just give them ordinary rice. Nigerians, they don't tell you now say jollof rice must come with meat. They say they are trying to break the record of a jollof rice. They not to say they are trying to break the record of jollof rice and meat. And again, at some point, they couldn't control the crowd. But thank God, nobody has reported to have injured him or herself. And I don't know if, of course, most definitely, cell phone were lost. Cell phones go lost, most definitely. But at some point, they couldn't control the crowd. And they tried as much as possible to organize the whole thing the way I've seen it. And nobody has complained about the crowd. But at some point, they couldn't. Not their fault, because of Nigeria fault, they always want to rush into things. So That one will be there for 20,000 capacity. More than 20,000 came out. And Hilda Baci was, and people talk about the hygiene as well. This was when they were cleaning the thing. They said Hilda Baci and the rest could have worn rubber recoat, to also show that the pot they are using really, really nice hygiene. If you check this pot and how massive it is, you cannot compare that pot to that of Ghana pot. Sorry if I say it's 10 times bigger. Sorry if I say it's 10 times bigger than this Ghana pot. Hilda Baci's pot is 30 times or 50 times bigger. This pot is not even big. It's just a little tiny fraction of Hilda Baci's pot. So ain't no way. I dare the Ghanaians. There is no way you can pull off what Nigerians have pulled up with the help of Hilda Baci. There is no way. Look at it now. This one, if you put like Tirime can leave this pot. There is no way. Hilda Baci's pot was so big to the point that it took a tractor. Men can't lift even the container. It took a tractor to even lift the cover. Talk more of the pot. And you see how tiny Hilda Baci is inside the pot. Don't compare it. I don't think Ghana can ever pull off this. If they want to try to reclaim it, I don't think Ghana can ever. Let's be honest. So, bye guys. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Bye.